Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome to Castaway Bay on the Mario Party 6 CPU Tournament Preliminaries. Want to hear about this board? Yes, I do. Stop on DK's riverboat and buy a star for 20 coins. Whenever one stops on DK's riverboat, it'll swap places with Bowser's battle yacht. Much like that. Watch out, if you stop on Bowser's battle yacht, you'll lose a star or coins. Let's figure out the order everyone will play in. Hit those dice blocks. Yes, we will. And joining us, first up is Toad in his first preliminary match. Next up is Daisy, who pulled off a stunning victory last time. Nextly is Wario in his final preliminary round. And lastly is Waluigi, who is also here. I couldn't think of something clever to say. All of you will get 10 coins to start with. And we shall let the party begin. And once the opportunity comes up, we will show off the board a little bit. Toad rolling pretty decently and get himself a mushroom orb right away. Daisy rolling a 6. Getting a spiny orb, okay. Getting a blue space, alright. And now that it's Wario's turn, let's take a quick look around, shall we? So yeah, as he described, both DK and Bowser are in the center there, and they'll change positions every time somebody gets a star, or if somebody hits particular happening spaces. In a way, it is almost identical to the way Mario's Rainbow Castle in the very first Mario Party game worked, where Bowser and Toad would swap places very frequently at the end of the board. And yeah, much like that, once you reach the end, you get sent right back to start, and then you have to make another lap around. And speaking of those happening spaces that can swap the boat around, one of them is directly in front of the boat. Because the people who design Mario Party are evil. They truly are, sometimes. So it's really kind of a big decision making of how quickly you want to try and get to the boat or not. There are options and longer paths you can take if you want someone else to get there first, of course, and get Bowser. Like, for example, right at the end here, instead of going right to the boat, you can instead take the long way around and try and test your luck to try and not get Bowser. And also notably, we've got the river up here that you can take a little raft ride on, which is always fun. And of course, a couple of other events scattered about. But we should probably at least get things going properly here and swap Wario over to his computer player self. There we go. And let this match begin. Wario with a 1. Not terribly impressive, but there you go. And Waluigi finishing off this round of turns, also with a 1. Cool. Let's see what happens here in our very first minigame. 4-player minigame, what we got? It's Smash Dance, back again. I love that name, Smash Dance. It's like if Super Smash Bros. Had like a dancing rhythm minigame. But it is not Super Smash Bros. Rhythm games. It is instead just hitting, lighting up tiles in the middle of a jungle? Like an ancient jungle temple or something? I don't know. I don't really get the, like, whole combination of things here. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But, it's a fun minigame. A very intense minigame, too. As more and more of these panels light up, people get pretty frantic and end up stomping all over each other. It's fun to watch. Waluigi with a pretty impressive 9 points, getting himself the first minigame of the round. Very cool. I like it a lot. Now that he has enough coins to get a star, he might want to hurry along and try and get to Donkey Kong first. Yeah, let's see. Toad choosing not to use his orb and rolling a 3. Daisy tossing down her spiny orb off the beaten path. Nobody's quite going down that path yet. And Daisy, unfortunately, getting a red space. That's disappointing. Wario up next with a 4, choosing to go up. Getting a Bob-omb orb. Okay. Wario does like Bob-ombs. And Waluigi getting a 6. Also going up and getting an orb. Getting the Podoboo orb in the process. And there we go. Up to the next minigame already. Looks like it's going to be a 1 versus 3 affair because of that red space. What we got, what we got. It's Surge and Destroy. Daisy is in control of the power of electricity, looking to shock everybody in her path. Will she be able to do it, though? Toad kind of bouncing on his allies' heads and messing himself up in the process. Looked like he was trying to stay out of harm's way and ended up accidentally bouncing into the deadly electric orb. Waluigi very craftily hopping around, avoiding all of the electricity. Almost got shocked there, though. Finish! There we go. Waluigi ends up pulling off a victory. When all else fails, run around in circles. Confuse your opponent. Works approximately 30% of the time. Starting off the next round on the bay. Almost nighttime already. Toad using his mushroom orb, finding an extra coin inside of it. Rolling a 9 and a 2. 11, not... it could be better. Oh, Toad getting himself a Klepto orb. Okay. Let's see. Daisy with a 5. And a red space. Again. Wario throwing down his Bob-omb orb right in Waluigi's path. How cruel. Meaning whatever Waluigi rolls next turn, it's going to be cut down. Almost hitting that happening space and getting another red space instead for Wario. And Waluigi tossing down a Podoboo orb. Getting a couple extra coins. Very cool. Rolling an 8. And the 8 reduces that down to a 3, I think. Unfortunate. Another 1 versus 3 minigame. Toad on the opposite end this time. Going to Snow Brawl. This time Toad is teamed up with the monkeys. Let's see how well he does here. 1 monkey frozen, 2 monkeys frozen. Waluigi takes a hit, but Toad ends up losing. Unfortunate. The monkeys get very upset when you lose, though. They're definitely on your side. They want to see you win, but fortunately, it doesn't always happen. In fact, I don't think the one player's won that minigame yet. And hey, it's nighttime. The lighthouse is up. Oh, something spooky's up there. And there are aliens nearby. I forgot about the aliens. Toad throwing down his Klepto orb. Which I don't remember what it does. Again, I should be paying attention to the orb descriptions as they pop up, but I get talking about other stuff, and it just doesn't happen. I doubt it'll happen all through the tournament, unless I actually do the smart thing and look up the orbs and what they do. Haven't done it yet, though. Wario with a 2. Not much progress there. And Waluigi rolling a 9. A nice roll. Gets himself a Mr. Blizzard orb. Almost lands on Toad's space there. And it's a weird kind of pinkish white color. Like a flesh tone. 4-player minigame, a brand new one, Granite Getaway. Oh, what's this one all about, I wonder? Oh, we're getting chased by a boulder. As it turns out, we are getting chased by a boulder in this minigame, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be obstacles in the way, yeah. Other rocks kind of scattered about, and if I'm recalling correctly, there's a bridge at some point that people have to cross over too. I could be remembering that incorrectly, though. Waluigi getting crushed by the boulder. Yep, there's the bridge right there. Wario running up on the edge. You can do that. Let's see. Bats scurrying out of the cave. Going down the stairs and making epic progress. Jumping over simultaneously. Look at them go. And I believe we are at the end here. The boulder safely falls into the pit below, and Toad, Daisy, and Wario all get a victory. Waluigi is the only one that did not come out of that minigame alive. Though he is alive. I lie. He is perfectly fine. There he is. He's got 50 coins, which is pretty nice. Toad losing coins. Unfortunate. Daisy throwing down her spiny orb. And rolling a 1. Wario's turn. Okay, also getting a 1. And Waluigi using his Mr. Blizzard orb. There you go. Lots of bonus coins in that one too. 7 coins. Hot dang. And speaking of 7, he rolled a 7. Stopping by the orb pot. What's he gonna get? He got himself a Klepto orb. And getting a 3. Okay. Let's see what we get. Balldozers is our next minigame. 1 versus 3. That's what this minigame is called. I missed the name the last time it popped up. Let's see if we can get things moving here. Get this ball rolling. Toad making okay progress, it looks like. Team of 3 seems to be kind of forgetting their ball up there. Guys, you're forgetting something. Guys. Is anybody gonna free that? Wario? There you go, good job. Though I suppose keeping it in place while you clear a path is a legitimate strategy, but, yeah. Oh, that was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Toad ends up getting the victory first. Very nice indeed. Lots of coins right now. Hasn't been too many opportunities to lose them, and we're already up to the last few turns here. Toad is in first, Waluigi's in second, Wario is in third, Daisy is in fourth. Nobody's made it to the star yet, which is interesting. Poor Daisy is in last place, and she gets to decide what the bonus at the end of the game here will be. 40 coins. Very nice. I'm sure she appreciates that greatly. Of course, duels are now active. Let's see. Who can rush ahead and get to the star first, get our very first star of the game. Because of the way this board is set up, it generally, I think, tends to be a little lower scoring than most other boards. Just because you do have to get all the way to the end of things in order to actually get a star to begin with. And there's a pretty good chance that you might not even be able to get a star once you get all the way to the end. Uh-oh, looks like we got a duel going. No stars in place, so they have to duel for coins. And how many coins are at stake? Whoa. Daisy is out for blood, trying to get all 55 of Toad's coins. Let's see if she makes a fool of herself. Sumo of Dumo is our dual minigame. I love that name. Though, it's not so much sumos as it is driving carts to each other and trying to bump each other off. As the game goes on, though, the thwomp decreases the area of play, so you've got to be careful where you're positioned once he slams down. If you're on the edge that gets knocked off, you will go down with it. And things are getting kind of tight here. Right at the end of the minigame, are we going to see a victor or is it going to draw? It's a draw. Or a tie, excuse me. I'm not up to date with your fancy new Mario Party terminology. I'm used to calling it a draw. Actually, it might have been a tie in Mario Party 5 too, I don't remember. But that duel ultimately goes nowhere, and everybody gets their coins back. Wario definitely kind of lagging behind here, getting a 7 and a Super Shroom Orb, not bad. Missing all of the Fancy Pants spaces. Fancy Pants character spaces. Waluigi tossing down a Klepto, and again, I missed what it does. You know what it does. You can pause the video and check. I can't do that while I'm commentating. And hey, it's time for another duel, it looks like. Will Waluigi be as bloodthirsty as Daisy was? Let's see. Yes, he is. Not quite as much, but 39 coins is still pretty aggressive. 78 coins in all. Let's see which duel minigame is up next. Full Tilt is our minigame of the round, of the duel round. In this minigame, players are walking across a tilty-turny path trying to get to the end first. At set intervals, the path will bob back and forth, making getting up inclines pretty difficult and getting down slopes pretty easy. If you're bold, you can jump across gaps if you want to. But Waluigi didn't really have to, it looks like. He is indeed number one. And he ends up getting a bunch of Toad's money. Unfortunate for Toad, very fortunate for Waluigi. And 3 more coins to boot. Next minigame up. Let's see what it's gonna be. Treasure Trawlers, back again. Doing a bit of treasure hunting on the high seas, though at night it looks like it's a bit of stormy weather. I forget if this influences anything at all, or if it's just aesthetic. But still, not bad. It looks cool. What's not cool is grabbing Bob-ombs, of course, but you really don't know what you're grabbing until you grab it, unfortunately. I have to mention, too, how much this minigame reminds me of Wind Waker. One of my favorite Zelda games, my second favorite Zelda game, after Link's Awakening. And going around the high seas, looking for treasure chests with your grappling hook that magically transforms into a grapple arm for your boat. Very nice. This is a pleasant minigame. Waluigi ends up winning with 4 points. When he has 108 coins, that's pretty significant. Still nobody's managed to actually get to the star. A full day has passed. It looks like that spooky house has turned back into rubble. And the aliens are gone. We unfortunately did not get to see what either of those things does. Toad choosing not to use his mushroom because he doesn't have enough coins currently, because they were all stolen from him. Daisy rolling a 3. If Waluigi rolls high, this first star might go to him. Find out if Wario has anything to say about it. Will he manage to rush ahead? How close is he anyway? Rid of the 4, a 4, and a 10. 18 spaces. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think Wario just came from behind and went and snuck ahead and got that star. Hey, Donkey Kong, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a bit. trading 20 stars with Donkey Kong. I'm 20 stars with Donkey Kong, jeez. That would have been very generous. I mean, 20 coins for a star. Me and my words getting all mixed up. And DK will take you back to the start space. A pleasant little boat ride across the way there. Stop by again the next time you're in the neighborhood. But of course, oh, Wario gets toasted on that trap laid by Waluigi and gets himself a Mr. Blizzard Orb. But of course, since Wario got the star, now everyone will probably want to avoid that space as much as they can. Because the next person that goes up there is going to be greeted by Bowser instead. 1 versus 3 minigame. What's it gonna be? A Crate and Peril. Back again. Waluigi using the magic box to suck everybody in. My, that is a very suggestive position that box is in. And reminds me of certain songs that I don't know if I necessarily want to associate with Waluigi, but here we go. We are in a world where that thought now exists in my head, and I think I'm a worse person for it. But anyway, Daisy and Toad ended up getting eliminated pretty quickly there. Waluigi now has to take out his brother, question mark? I don't think Wario and Waluigi are canonically brothers. It's just Waluigi kind of hangs out with Wario and imitates his style. But Wario ends up pulling out a victory there. Very nice on Wario's part. 3 turns left. Daisy and Toad are unfortunately on the short path to losing some coins, and it looks like Toad is going to be the victim. Hi, Bowser. Wahaha! Nice of you to stop by and visit. But Toad doesn't have any stars, so Bowser gives him a Shadow Star that steals his coins. Again, it's a lot like Mario's Rainbow Castle. And instead of giving you a pleasant trip back to start, Bowser just shoots you out of his cannon. I know my dad would like to shoot Toad out of a cannon sometimes. I should show him this. I think he'd be very pleased. Toad gets a Super Shroom Orb. Bit of a consolation prize for losing his money. But now that Bowser has dealt with Toad, Donkey Kong is back up and Daisy is grabbing the next star. Which I think means Waluigi is going to be losing coins here in a little bit. Oh, Daisy has the funny number. Daisy has the funny number of coins. Just thought you should know. Getting a nice pleasant boat ride back to start. And getting the second star of the game. And stop by again, please. Donkey Kong would love to see you. Daisy's stopping by the orb shop, buying a Mr. Blizzard Orb. Cool, cool. Very cool. Wario not using his orb and rolling a 9. Awesome. Missing the happening space and getting the blue space instead. And Waluigi rolling a 6 and having to go see Bowser. Very unfortunate. Waluigi is going to be the next recipient of the Shadow Star, which is a much cooler name than Star, I will definitely admit, as it's referred to as in other Mario Party games. It's not that losing 20 coins is necessarily the worst thing in the world for a Mario Party game, but it could still hurt. Waluigi finishing the turn off with a blue space. It's kind of debatable if anybody's going to end up getting back over that way before the game ends at this rate. But hey, we've got another battle mini game upcoming. What's the prize going to be this time? 30 coins. 102 coins on the line. And this battle game will probably determine who gets the minigame star. Going back to Strawberry Short Fuse, it looks like. Though I don't think anybody picked this one, but here we are for the third time. Watch these monkeys get mixed up. Try to keep track of where they go if you can. I do believe that one up in the right top corner has a piece of cake. We'll see if anybody picks that one, though. What's Toad get? It's cake! Yum! Tasty. What's Waluigi gonna get now? Oh, that's a bomb. Equally harmful for your diet, but for different reasons. Wario, what's he got? It's cake! Tasty, tasty. 2 slices of cake are gone. Daisy picking the one in the corner. Was I right? Yes, that was a piece of cake. I kept track of that monkey. The rest of them, I have no idea. Let's see what Toad's gonna get. There's only 2 slices left. Only 1 slice left. That means there's a lot of bombs lying around there. I do wonder if the minigame ends automatically once all the cake slices are taken, though. Oof, Wario getting blown up. Daisy only has a 1 in 4 shot of passing the loss onto Toad. And, well, she doesn't get it. I mean, she got exploded, which is something. But I think she wanted the cake, if I had to guess. Toad ending up getting a lot of coins from that battle game. Watch them all count down, count up, whatever. 71 coins. Oh boy. Considering he started the turn with not a lot. Or rather, he had not a lot by the time that minigame popped up. Alright, let's see. Daisy throwing down her Mr. Blizzard orb. Not in a position where anybody's actually going to be landing on it, I think. But whatever. Rolling an 8. And getting a blue space. Wario up next. Rolling a 6. Getting a mushroom orb, okay. And landed on the Klepto space Toad laid down. Which carries him all the way back to start, it looks like. Unfortunate. Waluigi with a 6. Getting a Sluggish Shroom orb. And what's he gonna get? He gets a duel with Daisy, it looks like. And you know he's gonna go after her star. Yep. Waluigi doesn't have a star of his own, but he can bet 40 coins. So this is either going to give Daisy a heck of a lot of money or put Waluigi in the lead, I think. Or at least close to the lead. Let's see, our dual minigame is Lunatics. More space-themed. A different new minigame, though. Players have to use their jetpacks to adjust their descent and try to get to the platform on the bottom as close to 0 seconds as possible. And Daisy ends up getting that pretty nicely. Waluigi has just lost a lot of his property, his possessions. Yeah. She got it. At this rate, we might be seeing a second Daisy victory, which would probably, at the rate things are going, kind of start to guarantee her a place in the finals. The final set of matches, the actual tournament. Ray of Fright is our next minigame. This one back again, which kind of ended embarrassingly last time. Let's see if it does this time. Yep. Wow. Wow, guys. That was kind of embarrassing. That was embarrassing and humiliating to watch. But still hilarious. And just like that, we're up to the last turn of the game. Spooky House is back. I wonder what that does. Aliens are back. I wonder what they do. And for Toad's final roll, he's using his Mushroom Orb. There's no way anybody's really gonna make it back to the star at this point. Unless they roll like a 40 or something like that. The Toad covers some good distance and gets a blue space. Daisy's turn, rolling an 8. Hopping this way, landed on a red space, unfortunately. She could have gone for the blue space. There was nothing preventing her from doing that. Wario tossing down one more orb just for the heck of it. It's always good to toss down orbs as frequently as you can to increase your orb usage count. That bonus star can count for a lot. And Waluigi, with the final roll of the game, not using his Sluggish Room Orb and rolling a 4, landing on the happening space. Want to play a coin catch game? Waluigi has to run back and forth and jump around, trying to gather coins without getting hit by these spiny eggs falling down from above. You can get a lot of cash from that little mini game within, not a mini game, but mini game within the board rather than one of the actual mini games. Speaking of mini games, our final mini game is gonna be Gondola Glide, it looks like. Another trip through the sky on their magical gondola ride. Daisy and Waluigi on one side, Toad and Wario on the other. And watching Toad's handle pumping animation is really hilarious. Because he's so short. He is very, very short. And it's just really funny to watch him bob up and down like that. It's a pretty close race, but I think Waluigi and Daisy got that. Yep. They were out just a little bit ahead. Imagine if they didn't hit the brakes in time and crashed. That would have been funny. But with that, this round is over. Let's see. Daisy has a pretty good lead right now with all that money she's got, but bonus stars can decide a lot. Let's see how everyone fared. Let's count everyone's stars. Wario and Daisy end up with some stars. And everyone's coins. Again, Daisy has a pretty nice coin lead this time around, but Toad has a lot too. Let's see. Time to award the bonus stars, though. First up, of course, is the minigame star. Who is the minigame master this time around? It's Toad! Of course, he did win that battle minigame. And the orb star is up next. Who used the most orbs? We'll find out. Everyone wins. Oh dear. Everyone used an equal number of orbs. So that means nobody gets a bonus star. Well, let's see. The action star. I'm pretty sure Waluigi's the only one who hit a happening space, so let's find out. If I'm remembering correctly. Yes, indeed, Waluigi gets a star, which means everybody has 1 star, so coins are gonna determine placements here. The moment we've all been waiting for, the winner is... Goodbye, Wario. See ya, Waluigi. Get out of here, Toad. Daisy, in the second round in a row, getting a first place. She is proving her superstar talents and showing why she deserved to win last year's tournament, I think. Definitely bringing her A game, and she's going to be one to beat, I think. Daisy, the only one so far who has consistently won more than one game. It's looking like she's definitely going to be one of our contenders in the main tournament. But we'll see how everyone else performs as things go on. And let's see here. Yeah, that battle minigame definitely helped Toad get that for sure. 111 coins won in minigames. Everyone used 3 orbs. Decent number of blue spaces, red spaces, only 1 character space, only 1 happening space. I was right on that. No duels this time, no miracle spaces, no Bowsers, and no DKs. Though I guess seeing these is definitely going to be less frequent with the shorter games that we're doing for the preliminaries. And we get a measly 4 stars for the Star Bank. But anyway, that's going to be it for right now. Thank you very much for watching the Mario Party 6 CPU tournament. We'll continue the preliminaries next time. This is your good friend Sparky signing off, and I'll catch you later.